Right here, this gentleman at MoneyGram built a settlement solution using Ripple XRP, generating an average of $2 million per week in revenue. What is up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Like and sub if you want daily crypto news, and let's get right into the information. First things first, just as a general warning for everybody, these are scammers. I will never send you a DM on Instagram. My only Instagram account is linked in the YouTube video description, which is right here, Kevin_Cage_official. Everything else is an impersonator. Please block and report. Do not click this link. They're trying to get you to send money to their platform and trade on your behalf or something like that. And I know this is super annoying to always have to review this during videos, but if it protects just one person, it will all be worth it, along with even the WhatsApp phone numbers in the YouTube comments. Beware, those are scams. To kick things off, this is shared by Roth IRA, and I found this very interesting, and this is something we will have to be monitoring going forward as Ripple is expanding ODL and XRP usage throughout Southeast Asia and the entire APAC region. So listen up to this. Rational FX, this is a well-known Ripple partner from a few years ago, and they run on Ripple, and now they just partnered with Rails Bank for BaaS. This is banking as a service. I know some people have seen blockchain as a service. Again, we're going to get there in due time. This is a platform, ledger, and payment services. Together, they will also collaborate with another Ripple net partner, SendPay is how I pronounce it, on a post-Brexit regulatory framework. Does Rails Bank use Ripple? So I know some people are going to say you're reaching. This is healthy speculation in my opinion. We're going to keep monitoring this. So this organization now, Rails Bank, is working with 2 RippleNet users, and we're going to read a few other things that are all sourced. Finextra, their actual tweets from the company, and interestingly enough, we can even see the source right here of Rational FX back in 2019. We've partnered with Ripple to make your money transfer faster, easier, and more secure. Join the thousands of clients currently using Rational FX to manage their international money transfers. Rational FX, the smart and fast way to send money to Malaysia. So while everybody is chasing dog coins gambling, next up there's going to be cat coins. I am continuing to dollar cost average into utility, into the infrastructure for the new financial system. It's not just XRP. There's a variety of assets. I'm not a maximalist. I own about 30 plus assets. I should probably try to narrow that down. But again, I'm just excited for the space. And yes, I might be too diversified, but you know what? I have skin in the game and I am beyond excited. So sources, Finextra, Ripple, etc. We can see even right here, it's not confirmed that Rails Bank now uses Ripple in any way. However, they're partnering with 2 RippleNet partners that are quite large. In any way, only that they work with money transmitters who do. There is, however, this tweet from 2017 where they say they're looking into it. So notice they say, Ripple does payments, not full transaction banking, blah, 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 blah. We are looking at Ripple for a banking network. We've known them since they were founded years ago. So that's a good sign. And now I want you guys to remember everything we've read about Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, even Vietnam for that matter. All of these nations throughout the entire APAC region are expanding and building. We're going to watch Flash FX. We're going to watch all these partnerships. We're going to watch the 40% stake in Tranglo as well. This is not for fun. This is, again, there's a method to the madness here, so we're going to monitor this, okay? All right, so just wanted to point that out. They're expanding, partnering up to strengthen their product suite for the European client base. And don't even get me started in Europe in a variety of, again, these technology providers out there. So they're headquartered in London, just like Ripple has another office there. So we will watch that. Next, I wanted to speed through a few points from the recent Ripple drop, and then I want to go over that MoneyGram information, bringing $2 million in revenue using XRP. And again, MoneyGram, we do know that their partnership and the contract, everything fell through after later on, and they were generating $2 million per week, or at least in terms of revenue, via XRP. Now, of course, you've heard many people speak on this. You've heard Ripple, and in my opinion, not financial advice, I believe that MoneyGram was really just the perfect beta test to grease the wheels, show that they have a working product now that on-demand liquidity was officially live, or XRapid back then in 2018. They show it works, whether it's only through the treasury initially. This is going to be used. So this is not financial advice. You guys can do your own research, but you know where I stand on this matter. So Ripple, recent Ripple drop, kind of giving you a run through of what's been going on. We have right here, Ashish Burla, GM of RippleNet, stopped by to provide an update on the global growth of RippleNet over the past year. In 2020 alone, over 3 million transactions crossed the network of RippleNet with their financial institutions. Now, we do know in fact that since XRP's or XRapid's inception today, on-demand liquidity as a work working product, meaning using XRP as a bridge asset between illiquid currencies or fiat currencies, such as, let's say, for example, maybe the Brazilian real to the Singapore dollar, things of that nature. It's that bridge asset. Instead of going through a bunch of intermediaries, middlemen, it is cutting costs down substantially. So right here, with Southeast Asia leading the charge, he says 2021 is already off to a roaring start, particularly across the Middle East and Latin America. And keep in mind, we're already halfway through the year. I cannot believe it. We do know that Ripple has one of their regional headquarters in Dubai in the UAE. And of course, you've heard Nevin Gupta, a lot of very smart people talk about the use case and demand out there, as the world is essentially getting away from the US dollar reserve status. It doesn't make sense. I'm from the United States, full disclosure, but typically reserve currencies only last about 100 years. I'm not saying XRP is going to be the reserve currency. If you guys understand geopolitics, there's different types of reserve assets. I just believe that XRP has a very good chance to be that medium of exchange in the world of cross-border payments, okay? Not a conspiracy theorist. In fact, I think it's quite rational, okay? Now, Middle East, UAE, we're going to be watching that. Latin America, remember, Brazil, one of the BRICS nations as well, no coincidence, one of the key components of their on-demand liquidity strategy. Interesting, so we're going to be monitoring that as well. Don't even get me started on delocal throughout Brazil, Latin America, as well as China. Massive connections to China. All right, right here, based on customer demand, he sees tremendous opportunity ahead for RippleNet to offer credit lines, LOC. This is specific utility for XRP, and to enable CFOs and treasury teams to move money instantly around the world, 365, 24/7 through on-demand liquidity. And keep in mind, even with Swift, today sending 5 trillion plus on a daily basis, and what is it, 250, 260 business days? Well, if you guys understand in economics, Jevons paradox, we already understand where the paradox takes place, and the increase in efficiency will actually lead to an increase in demand. So now, banks, all these cross-border providers, gateways, all of them are sending money on holidays. They're sending money on weekends. They're sending money at midnight. There's no more, essentially, money will be able to move 24/7 at the power of your fingertips. Just like we can send messages, I can talk to my buddy, in China over some application and FaceTime one another. This is going to be the revolution for value. Nobody knows. Very few people understand how cell phones work and landlines and internet and credit cards when you swipe them. They don't care. We just use it, and we use underlying protocols. This is the way that I see Ripple, I should say. Talking about Interledger, Overledger, even just really Ethereum, allowing people to create decentralized applications. This is why I'm excited for DLT. I know we all sound like idiots right now because Doge and Shiba and Akita and all these dog coins are going up. But yeah, those people might make money long term, but I will be here and I will thrive during the next bear market. Okay? Right here. So speaking of the treasury, as I just mentioned right here, I wanted to share this. So this is Michael, Val5 Links, always sharing great information. We have Yale Vincent, MoneyGram's former head of innovation from February 2018 to 2021, even stating that he built a settlement mechanism using XRP. Interesting. Don't believe me? Well, here's the link on XRParcade.com. This is by Leonidas. If you do not follow Leo, be sure to. He created XRParcade.com to learn about XRP, to learn about Ripple, to learn about these connections. And I think you guys would find it very, very valuable. Okay? Now, here's the LinkedIn. And of course, on this actual site, kind of going through it, I highly recommend going through it. And keep in mind to put any doubts of whether MoneyGram used XRP, obviously they did. We've heard the CEO of MoneyGram on calls talking about them using XRP. His name is Alex Holmes. And then they already said, put their wind down their partnership. The SEC allegations seemed like a perfect time. Liquidity providers and volumes going down. They stepped away. In my opinion, once again, not financial advice, and we're going to see who's right in the months and years ahead, because I am very confident is that MoneyGram was nothing more than a beta test for all of this before they really, really launch. Why? Well, keep in mind, we have all these organizations and countries that already declared XRP to not be a security. Jay Clayton, the former SEC chairman, on his last day in office, comes at Ripple for a lawsuit. Do you guys smell how fishy this is and how obvious it is? If they wanted to smash XRP, they could have done it in 2013, 2015. Why did they wait until now? Why did they wait like essentially right at the beginning of this massive bull run as Bitcoin, Ethereum are going up. Do you guys know Jay Clayton's ties to Ethereum? Do you know his ties to Bitcoin? Do you know where he sits on the board of some of these companies? Think critically. And this is why I'm so confident. People do not do their research, okay? Now, so we talked about Leonidas. Here's, again, this gentleman, if you want to check his LinkedIn yourself, Yale Vincent. So props to you, sir. Would love to chat and kind of hear more about it. I'm guessing you have NDAs as well, so I'm not going to pester you. But head of innovation, MoneyGram International, full-time, has been there for about 3 years. Not to stalk you and post this on the internet, but built a settlement solution using Ripple XRP, generating an average of $2 million per week in revenue. And he also went to Texas A&M. Awesome. All right. Now, talked about Ashish Burla, talked about Monica Long is, again, she's the Ripple X GM now, and they're building all kinds of new applications and on-ramps to the XRP ledger, trying to grow this developer community. I'm excited. Some talks about NFTs, this art gallery, so we will see what happens with that. Also, we have Stuart Alderati, Ripple's general counsel. Again, just a friendly reminder, it's driving innovation away from the United States to countries like Japan, Singapore, the UK, and Switzerland that have established a clear regulatory framework for crypto. Zero doubt, okay? And let's just finish up with this because this could be a very long video, and be sure to tune in to the next one, guys. Be sure to hit the bell icon to be subscribed for anything XRP, Flare, you name it. Now, stablecoins need love too. We have, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, it might be IRA. I'm just going to say AUR. So this is another stablecoin now that will be issued and usable on Flare networks, and Flare networks will be going live, hopefully per their announcement, sometime in June. And boy, am I excited to get our airdrop for Flare. Remember, it's the same type of supply as XRP, but the tokenomics might be very, very strong if a lot of assets get minted as F assets running on Flare networks. So notice, it'll join Spark, FLR, the native token on Flare networks, XLM, Doge, Litecoin, XRP, Gala, and maybe even a few more that can all be minted on Flare or transferred from Ethereum. Interoperability, baby. I cannot wait for this. We're just getting started, and I'm quite confident that Flare could actually be kind of what Codius used to be back in the day. So all eyes are on that. I highly recommend following a lot of people in the Flare community as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to tune into the next one, and I will catch you in the next one.